Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's John Nova, and today in the background I've got some Battlefield 3 endgame gameplay. I can't remember what the map's called, but it's Capture the Flag on one of the new maps. It's a very chaotic game mode to go on. So everybody just places C4 on the flag, puts mines on the roads, and it does get quite frustrating, and just like randomly in the desert and all that, so it's pretty annoying. But guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts about Battlefield 4, which is coming out in November. Now, the release date hasn't really been mentioned, but on the GameStop version, the German version of GameStop, or something like that, it was actually like leaked, I suppose, as it was going to be the 1st of November, so hopefully that will be the actual date. So I don't know, just have to wait and see. But guys, my thoughts on Battlefield at the moment. Battlefield 3, I know when it came out, when the beta was released, everybody thought, wow, it's such a realistic game, and I'm not being sarcastic here, but it really was the most realistic game in the world. But the thing that made that game for me was, especially the beta, Americans have American weapons and Russians have Russian weapons, but now in multiplayer it's just all gone out the window. What EA have done and DICE, they've just like thrown it out the window. I really think that they should have kept that like that, because not long ago I was actually in a server where no one was like a rank 1 or anything, but you could get like promoted through them and all that. But like, we just all had American weapons with no attachments or anything, and I honestly enjoyed that more than any other multiplayer game I've ever played in Battlefield, just because it's just more realistic having American weapons if you're an American and having Russian weapons if you're a Russian. Now that would make sense, but now you can just get Russians with British weapons like the L85A2, no, the L85A something, but that's actually a British weapon, and if Russians and Americans are having it, then that just honestly seems a bit weird. It really doesn't mix in with the game as much now. So my thoughts on Battlefield 4 multiplayer, sorry, should just be like what the beta of Battlefield 3 was. Now, if they made the whole of the multiplayer like that, like, I just really want to play the beta, but no release date has actually been confirmed for that, and I'm going to be bringing out another video on how you can get your hands on the beta, but I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll talk about it in another video. So I really want them to make it as realistic as they can in the multiplayer, because as you've probably seen off the the Battlefield YouTube and all around YouTube and all that, the 17-minute gameplay. Now the effects, the lighting, the sound, everything over the general gameplay is just amazing. Now if they can integrate some of that into the multiplayer, then excuse me, it will just be amazing, because Battlefield 3 was just out of this world until people could create their own servers and everything like that, and in my own opinion that sort of ruined the game a bit, in my own opinion, because people could just make their own servers. They can make the games ridiculously long. I think before, quite a while ago, I had a game that lasted nearly 2 hours long, and I didn't even join in at the beginning of it, but it was just like after the beginning, so it probably would have gone on for just over 2 hours, which is a ridiculous time. So EA, just please, and all the connections, well, not just in Battlefield but in FIFA, other EA games, the servers are just absolutely terrible. Now I know if you don't do the updates and that, then you won't be able to find the game or anything, so, and that just takes up a ridiculous amount of space on your hard drive. At the moment mine is nearly taking up 20 gigabytes just on Battlefield. One of my friends who's installed it, that took up about 2 or 3 gigabytes. So if I do that, it's going to be way over 20 gigabyte, only maybe by 1 gigabyte or something like that. But they just need to stop having large amounts of data on the updates, because it's just too much for. Because one of my friend's Xboxes is just on like 8 gigabyte left, and he's got Halo 4. Now the map packs for them take up like 1 gigabyte, and he's got Battlefield 3 ones. And we wanted him to go on Battlefield the other week, but he couldn't because he had to do the update, and his internet's quite bad, so that'll take forever, and taking up all his gigabyte on his Xbox. So they just really need to fix that. And well, I'm sort of okay for now because I've got the Xbox Slim, which has like 120 or something like that, probably a bit more. I can't really remember, maybe like 150 or something like that. So I'm actually okay for now. But okay, I'm just going to stop talking about multiplayer and all that stuff now. So I'm going to move on to the campaign now. Now, in the Battlefield 3 campaign, I thought that was really good but I honestly don't think it was as good as Medal of Honor Warfighter, and if you've not played that, then go play it, because it is just an unbelievable game. But sticking to Battlefield now, gotta stick to Battlefield, that's what the main reason of this video is. Some of the missions in Battlefield 3 are pretty damn realistic. Now, the first actual mission, where you get out of the LAV, I think it was, when you just get out of the back of that, that is just the most ridiculously realistic thing that the campaign has to offer. Just getting out of that, it's just really good how they did that. So if they could do something like that, like I know in the 17-minute gameplay you're just like a squad of 4, like I don't even know what you are, Rangers, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, probably not that, but if they could just put some proper realistic missions into it. And also we got E3 coming up this year, which is probably in June or July, so they'll be showing some more off then, and hopefully seeing the new Call of Duty, some other games and all that. But okay, now I'm going to move on to co-op. Now, as you've seen in Battlefield 3, they had a co-op, that was introduced like straight away as well. So that was really good, that. Some of the missions on it are pretty good. I've completed them all, and it's just a really good experience altogether doing the car with a friend, because you go back to previous locations. Excuse me. Oh, blimey. It's just really good. So if they did something like that in Battlefield 4, then that would be really good of them to do that, because I know a lot of people enjoyed the co-op in Battlefield 3. So if they could do something like that, then that would just make it a little bit more better. But that would just make it a lot better, to be honest. Now I'm going to talk about weapons. Now, I don't know what year this is based, because as we know, Battlefield 3 was based in 2014, which is like, well, when it came out, it was 3 years from then. Basically, by the time when I put this video out, it's going to be 2013, obviously, but it'll be basically next year, and the weapons in it aren't ridiculously advanced and all that, because you still got the ordinary M4, M4A1, M24B as the LMG, M60, which is actually from the Vietnam War. Now, that was like one of my favourite weapons of Battlefield 3, so if they brought some more of their original weapons back, which I think they have done, or I hope they will do, because as we saw in the Battlefield 4 gameplay, there were actually quite a lot of modern weapons, which you'd think that they do, so it's quite good though. But the one thing I noticed is they've taken quite a bit of stuff from Medal of Honor Warfighter, because the sight, one thing. If you don't remember like Medal of Honor Warfighter, if you've never played the beta, you actually have the dual sight where you can look down one, then you can just flip it over to like iron sights. Now that was actually on Medal of Honor Warfighter, but I think it's actually quite good what they're doing. They're taking little bits from other games, then adding them onto another game. But the biggest thing of all is I actually think from what I've seen, it actually does play a lot like Medal of Honor Warfighter, if I'm honest. But just summing this all up now, I cannot wait for Battlefield 4. It is just going to be an absolute damn good of a game. I couldn't even think of ways to describe it then. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been like just over 10 minutes long or something like that, but this has just been non-stop talking. It's probably the most I've ever talked, like in 10 minutes. I feel like my voice is about to go, so guys, I'm going to end it here. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you haven't found it a bit boring, even though it's been quite long. I just wanted to get my own thoughts out there, and now the chances of EA or DICE watching this is like slimmer than a piece of paper, or one of the new Gillette razors, than a piece of paper, or even a surgeon's scalpel. Now the chances of that are really thin. So guys, if you could just like share this with your friends, like, favourite, leave a comment or something like that, I don't really mind. Guys, my name's been John and over, and until next time, adios. Okay, so sorry about that guys, but I might just cut that in. Yeah, as I was saying, just please do leave your love and support on my videos. Do share it with your friends. Hopefully some of you will through Twitter or something like that. Yeah, and follow me on Twitter to just like stay up to date for what I'm doing and that, for maybe upcoming videos and other stuff like that. So leave a like, favourite, comment, and until next time guys, adios.